Hey friends, it's me, Erin, your friendly neighborhood energy alchemist with today's Schumann resonance report for Wednesday, April the 10th. You guys. So right before I woke up this morning, I had a very intense dream where someone was explaining to me timeline shifting and that we're going through a major timeline shift. And then I woke up and that's what I saw. Oh my God, I love it. So in this dream, I was talking to a man that I could not see. I could only hear his voice. And he was explaining to me the way this timeline shift works. And this is a major timeline shift. The first line is the collapsing in of multiple timelines into one. So if you think of it like this, multiple timelines collapsing together like this, that's what this is. Pulling down a bunch of timelines and combining them into one big one. Then I was shown that this is the separation out of the higher and the lower timeline. Now listen, don't get your knickers in a twist about the lower timeline thing. It's just the difference between the 3D and the 5D starting to pull away more and more from each other. Now, the important thing to remember is you're never going to be left behind if you choose to go on this journey. And if anyone wakes up along the way, they can always join us on this 5D timeline. And just a side note, I did ask, what's 4D? What happened to 4D? How come we're going from 3 to 5? And I literally got crickets. No answer. So I must not need to know. This upper timeline comes forward and it's really starting to peel away from the lower timeline. And what I heard with this is there's going to be a lot more coming to the surface as a collective to separate out the lower and the higher densities. So for example, more political unrest, more economic struggles, more issues with natural disasters, all of this because it's peeling away like an onion, peeling away that layer so that this higher timeline can start to move up and the lower timeline is going to continue where it is. I did not see it going down. I just saw it staying where it was and the upper timeline peeling away like this. I also heard that now is the time to really be mindful of where you're putting your focus. Are you focused on all the crap going wrong in the world, or are you focused on you and what works for you? Let go of trying to focus on all the other stuff. There's nothing you can do about it, and it's very important, especially right now, that you curate the reality you want to have with this major timeline shift. The specific things I heard was don't engage in conspiracy theories. Don't go down the rabbit holes. Don't argue with people in favor of their own limitations. If you offer someone the truth and it's not the truth for them, that's okay, but don't try to force your truth on them. That's not going to work either. Focus on you and what feels good for you, doing those creative expressions, being authentically yourself. That's how you move with that upper timeline, moving away from the lower 3D frequency into the upper 5D frequency. Here's our cards for today. There is a sense of renewal coming forward. This is that upper timeline splitting away from the lower density timeline, moving away from all the struggles that we're going through. There's a sense of renewal coming forward. In order to continue to follow that frequency, that timeline of greater movement forward, upwards, whatever you want to call it, you're going to have to follow the trail of your enthusiasm. Doing the things that help you feel good about yourself and where you are in the world. Follow your greatest passion to the best of your ability for as long as you can, and that's how you stay on that timeline. Make sure you are following your own ambitions and not doing things because other people told you should. Just because they think you should doesn't mean you should if it doesn't work for you. You know what I'm saying? As a matter of fact, you're being asked to let go of the burden of trying to work things out with that lower timeline. You can do nothing about 90% of the stuff that's on the news. Stop watching it. Stop focusing on it. Stop giving it attention. Let go of those burdens. This opens up the field of potential for us. We're standing in front of that fertile field just waiting for the seeds to be planted. So let go of trying to solve the world's problems and instead work on getting yourself in a better place. This gets us back into a greater sense of balance all the way around. We're going to feel better about ourselves, better about where we are and where we're going, as long as you are focused on what you want and what you feel good doing instead of what everybody tells you feel good doing, or you should feel good doing, or you should want to do, or whatever. And as always, I like to bring you guys the sun. Good morning. Look at that beautiful sunrise coming through the trees on this wonderful morning where we have finally divided those timelines. Go forward and do something for yourself today. Please remember, it doesn't matter what anybody else tells you they think you should be doing for you. It's about what you should be doing for you to help yourself feel good where you are. So really, look at that beautiful sun. Get some sun on your face, drink some clean water, eat some clean food, and do things that help you feel most authentically who you are, especially today with this big timeline jump. And it was a hella timeline jump. Because today, friends, today is a beautiful day. Beautiful day.